see a squad from the SEC, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. The throw to the outside is complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for space. It's Turner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Floating away. On the run, deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
North Texas to the line with 1.5 miles to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
They punt it away on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Using the quick game. Powers through. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. They're testing the right side here. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Give to the running back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Fighting off the defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Caught over the middle. It's Bond. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He throws into the middle of the field. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Hoosiers will try to move the chains on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
On the run, it's Key. Powers through the defender. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, North Texas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll open the second half on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
The lone back's got it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's Coleman. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of...
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards wants to go up top on first down. Here's the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep. They break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. And now on third down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. On the ground, it's Turner. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to the running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Takes it the other way. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mean Green. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He's got him. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because if you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Now the pitch. Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
For the offense here, they're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Working well behind the sticks on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Looking to throw on first down. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he's thrown another interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Offense gets set for second down. They get the W, and with that,